Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes. A rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buckeyes will put toe to leather and will get started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here's the handoff. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Caught. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds his man. It's LaBelle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. He wants it all. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The give to the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You see the tight ends nowadays in football, they're just so athletic and they can do so many different things. And right here, this wasn't one of them that we want to brag about. He had a chance to drag across the field and make a catch, but that thing hit him right in the midst, and he just dropped it.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. The throw. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense?
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Quick strike complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
Penn State, 7, Ohio State, 0.
Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Handoff to the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He's loose down the middle. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two teams play, it is so physical. There's so much talent. It could go any way. This is one of the more fun games to watch every season.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Back open in the middle. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point splits the uprights.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The lone back's got it. Got the first down and more. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately...
Turning it on! They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Wants to throw again. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Finds his big tight end. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They go to the ground. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's great. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's great. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
To the air on 2nd down. The throw. Got a man in the middle. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. From the gun. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Shoots it to the left. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on.
Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill has it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Floating away. He's going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Got it in the middle. It's McNabb. He'll be stopped short at the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. That took nerves of steel to convert that fourth down on the road.
Oh, man, the crowd going nuts. A big-time opportunity in the third quarter to create some momentum. Help them go crazy. Help them go nuts. But the offense does their job, quiets the crowd, gets the big fourth down conversion.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Got a man. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Flips it out to the back. He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Michigan is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up by 32. Upper Wisconsin. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Working on the right. Oh, he got loose. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Quickly to the tight end. Touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
Here comes the two-point try. On the option. Now the pitch. Can't hit his man in the end zone. The two-point conversion fails, and it remains a 5-point game here in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Coffee. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the touchdown, Buckeyes. How about this defense taking one back to the house? That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coffee.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the fourth quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Now adjusting. Lets it go. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. After picking up the 1st down, they still have to move quickly here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
With this situation in the game trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, I'd say. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Cool as a cucumber as the Hands team makes a sure catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
The Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on 3rd and goal? With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.